Starting off this look, I'm priming my eyelids using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. We are using the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette and dipping into the shade Soft and Sweet with an IT Cosmetics number 105 airbrush blending crease brush. This is going to help blend the other eyeshadows we will use to create this eye look. Now dipping into the color Warm Pie with a Morphe M503 brush, I begin to pack this color onto the outer parts of my lid to lay it down, the pigment. I'm packing this color on, and then with a Bellium Tools 776 brush, I'm blending that color out and beginning to define my eyes. Go back in with that Warm Pie shade and the M503 brush to pack on some more color, and then I switch back to the 776 brush to blend. Now dipping into Sugar Cookie with an M124 brush, and I begin to use that color to define my lid. I kind of focus it more on the inner third of my eyes, and I did wet my brush to make this color a little more opaque on my eyes.
Back up, yeah. Pick the sample back up, yeah. Pick the sample back up, yeah. Pick the sample back up, yeah. Oh, yeah. Da, 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 da.
I ended up cleaning off that brush and dipping into the shade Blueberry Muffin, and I begin packing this color onto my lid, then blending, and then packing some more and blending again until I get enough of the color to stick on. I had a really hard time using this Blueberry Muffin shade. Next time I use it, I'm going to try to use it again. I'm going to try to cut the crease first and put some concealer down to make my eyelid tacky so that maybe it could adhere to the concealer and stick a little better. Using the Morphe M503 brush and this shade Cherry Pie, I begin to deepen my crease to help blend the blue that I just packed onto my lids. I honestly almost gave up on this look, but I kept working at it, and I'm glad I didn't give up because I really did love the turnout of it all. After cleaning off the fallout, I make sure everything is nice and blended before moving on to my face. For foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade 220 and buffing that into my skin with a Real Techniques tapered blush brush. Even though it's a blush brush, it works really well to buff on the foundation as well as my concealer, and it almost reminds me of the Rihanna Fenty Beauty foundation brush that she released. I've never bought it before, but when I look at it, that's what I think of in my head. And to cover these terrible dark under eye circles, because I don't sleep, I'm using the NYX Cosmetics Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the color number 8. It's way too yellow for me, so I had to mix in my Tarte Shape Tape concealer to help neutralize it a bit. To set this, I'm using a powder puff and the MAC and Patrick Star powder. I don't really see the hype in this powder. It's alright. I only really like it when I bake with it. Other than that, I don't really reach for it. I don't see it stand out to me as opposed to other powders that I've tried. To warm up my face, I'm using my current favorite bronzer palette by Morphe. It's called the 8H Hi-Fi Scope and Shimmer palette. I usually mix all 4 shades of bronzers when I use this, and I'm going ahead and bronzing / contouring my face with a Sephora contour brush. I don't remember the number, I just remember I got it at Sephora. And for my current favorite blush brush, it's also by Morphe. It's called the 8W Warm Master Palette. I'm mixing both unapologetic and sweet together and applying it to my cheeks with an angled blush brush. I got this brush, I believe at like TJ Maxx. I don't remember the brand. It was like a cheap brush that I bought. And to clean up the excess powder, I'm using this dual fiber brush that I bought at IMAX.
Pick this sample back up, yeah. 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 Pick this sample back up.
To finish off the eyes, I'm taking Blueberry Muffin, Soft and Sweet, and Cherry Pie and smoking out my lower lash line. Living for this Wet n Wild micro brow pencil. I bought it at Walgreens for like $5, and it's honestly one of the best eyebrow pencils I have ever used. It is so small, so precise, and the formula is amazing. I love it. If you haven't tried it, you need to go out and you need to buy it and try it. To seal the powders on my face, I'm spraying the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Then to lock my makeup in place and keep me matte, I'm using the NYX Matte finish setting spray. To highlight my face, I'm using the Wet n Wild's Mega Glow highlighting powder and a Morphe R36 brush, and I'm using the opalescent shade and the gold shade mixed together to give me some glow. For lips, I lined them with a liquid lipstick by the brand Ruby Kiss in the shade Plummy Mood. And after lining it, I filled in the center of my lips with the ColourPop liquid lipstick in the shade Clueless.
Back up, yeah. Pick the simple back up, yeah. Pick the simple back up, yeah. Pick the simple back up, yeah. Oh, yeah. Da, 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 da.
To add some shine, I used the Buxom gloss from the 2018 holiday gloss set in the shade Stacy. This gloss is amazing. I usually don't like glitter glosses, but this turned out to be beautiful. And then I'm just adding a finishing touch by using the MAC Extended Giga Black Mascara on my lower lashes. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. Comment a purple heart emoji if you've made it to the end.